This is the GRAMA Spotlight. Today we're going to go over a different type of public record. In the past, we have done GRAMA records, or Government Record Access Management Act. Those are records that you have to request. This record is a public record that's available online, in this case at the Utah State Auditor's website. Since we just finished the 2022 election primary, I thought it would be nice to look at the 2017 primary election report that was done by the Utah State Auditor's Office. Let's get started. Find this document by getting a free account at getinvolvedutah.com, where you can see some of the records we've spotlighted along with many others. Or you can find this record by going to auditor.utah.gov. Then you click on Audit Reports. From Audit Reports, you put in the agency as the state of Utah, then the Lieutenant Governor's Election Office, click the year 2017, and search those filters. From there, you'll get two letters, and we are going to highlight the first one. This letter is from August 17th, 2017. The letter is addressed to Lieutenant Governor Cox, and it reads, "Pursuant to your authority as the Chief Election Officer of the state, this letter addresses the Office of State Auditor's observations of various aspects of the recently completed primary election held Tuesday, August 15, 2017, for 3 counties with voters in the 3rd Congressional District. This letter details 1. Our observations of election processes in each of these counties, 2. Concerns with preserving ballot secrecy, and 3. A concern with the affiliation portion of the provisional ballot envelopes." They did a week-and-a-half observation. You can read in this document if you want to see all of the parts of the election that they observed. The second page of the report, it reads, "In one of the counties where the wrong mail-in ballots were mistakenly sent to unaffiliated voters, we observed that poll workers physically segregated mail-in ballots received from unaffiliated voters from those received from registered Republican voters. Second, these poll workers tabulated mail-in ballots received from unaffiliated voters on a separate server from the server used to tabulate all other ballots. Third, internal logic programmed into the ballot counting software excluded votes cast by unaffiliated voters for the Congressional 3rd District Republican primary, while still counting votes for multiple races. Finally, county officials assured us that the counting of mail-in ballots for unaffiliated voters would take place after the counting of mail-in ballots for the Republican voters, and all provisional ballots to ensure that unaffiliated individuals who wish to affiliate with the Republican Party on Election Day could vote provisionally third Congressional District race, even if they had previously mailed their unaffiliated ballot." So basically what it's saying is they got wrong ballots sent to unaffiliated voters. Secondly, while they were tabulating the voters, they used 2 different servers. The third was that the logic programmed into the ballot counting software excluded votes by unaffiliated voters while counting votes for municipal races. The 3rd Congressional District did not get any votes, but the municipal races did. The last observation is that county officials assured the auditors that counting of mail-in ballots for unaffiliated voters takes place after counting of Republican ballots. All of these ballots are provisional, and they could only vote provisionally on the election day. The letter goes on to say, the 3rd Congressional District mail-in ballots were sent only to unaffiliated voters in unincorporated portions of the county. None of the mail-in ballots received from unaffiliated voters in these unincorporated precincts were counted since there were municipal contests on the ballot. In addition, the county had notified these unaffiliated voters of the option to affiliate with the Republican Party and vote at one of the several physical polling locations on Election Day. Basically, in the Republican primary in Utah, you cannot be registered as anything but Republican. So in order for these unaffiliated voters to have their 3rd Congressional District Republican primary vote count, they had to re-register as a Republican. The next paragraph talks about, during the observation process, our team focused on county poll worker compliance with code, which processes the counting of mail-in ballots, including opening envelopes, verifying signatures, and confirming the eligibility of ballots and depositing ballots in a ballot box. County election personnel appeared to largely execute their duties with adherence to relevant portions of the state election code. However, we did observe some areas regarding ballot secrecy and provisional ballots. Their concerns are based on the fact that the Utah Constitution says there should be a secret ballot. It reads, "We have two specific concerns with the election process and materials observed which may indicate that the insufficient protection was provided regarding the constitutional mandate to ensure a secret ballot. First, an individual's votes may be visible through the return envelope with or without the assistance of backlighting. Since the voter's name and possibly address appear on the return envelope, it would be possible for anyone handling the return envelope to link an individual voter to that voter's specific vote. One of the counties reviewed provides a security sleeve in which to enclose the mail-in ballot. This sleeve appeared to provide greater secrecy when enclosed within the return envelope. Although neither of the two counties surveyed provides similar secrecy sleeves, one county did provide a security pattern on the interior of the envelope. However, despite the security pattern, votes were still visible through the return envelope with the aid of backlighting." The second issue was with the processing of mail-in ballots, and you can read the full paragraph to get into the details of what they were looking at. But basically, the state code says that the ballot is removed without unfolding it or permitting it to be opened or examined before depositing it in the ballot box. And this is what they observed. In one county, we noted while poll workers complied in substance with the aforementioned statute, it was possible for poll workers and poll watchers to see the voter name on the return envelope, and depending on how the ballot was folded, votes cast on the ballot when the poll worker removed the folded ballot from the envelope. We have no reason to suspect that any election official revealed who someone voted for. It goes on to say that even though they don't think that anyone purposely meant to reveal what somebody voted, that this process and the way they were doing it is a risk for poll watchers and poll workers to see who people voted for. The last issue was concerning provisional ballot envelopes. On the provisional ballot envelopes, you can mark a party affiliation: Democrat, Republican, Constitution, unaffiliated, and other. It did not list the Libertarian Party, the Independent American Party, or the Utah United Party. That was an issue. They said two of the parties not included on the provisional ballot envelope have party members well in excess of the Constitution Party, which is listed. And in the chart, you can see that the vast majority are Republican or unaffiliated. It's almost a 50-50 split, with a very small amount of Democrat, then Independent Party, Libertarian, and Constitution. So Constitution came almost last, right before the Utah Party. So they were saying that, why are you putting the Constitution Party on the ballot envelope and not the other two when they have a lot more people in their parties? The state auditor's office made recommendations that protect the secret ballot as defined in the Utah Constitution, and they recommended the uniform treatment of political parties on a provisional ballot. This is an example of a state audit that happened in 2017 for the Republican primary election. And thank you for watching the GRAMA Spotlight. For more records, go to getinvolvedutah.com, and you can browse all of the GRAMA requests that we have on our website by signing up for a free account.